I have a wish list for Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Before the video starts, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe, and please leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. And hop into my community Discord server. The link is in the description. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has been recently revealed and teased within the Xbox Games Showcase. I have a little wish list for this upcoming Call of Duty title being released by Treyarch later this year. Maps. We need to have good maps in this upcoming Call of Duty. Maps are the quintessential part of a first-person shooter. If you do not have good maps and good flow within those maps, the players are going to get fatigued with the game very, very quickly because the overarching design, the environments themselves, are not good enough and up to par with modern-day arcade FPS standards. Call of Duty, you are trying to do too many things with these maps. You're trying to become a milsim arcade FPS, which is an identity crisis in of itself, because doing both at the same time is proving to be an unsuccessful formula for you. You're bleeding players out the wazoo, and I just highly recommend going back to the traditional 3-lane design philosophy for maps. These maps need to stop having 50 different angles that I can be shot from at any given time. Pick 10. The Pick 10 system needs to come back into Call of Duty because I genuinely believe it was the best way to balance out the creator class. Instead of being able to stack your gun with a bunch of attachments and still spawn every life with a lethal and tactical grenade, how about we have the players have to trade out some stuff? You shouldn't be able to spawn in every life and have a lethal and a tactical grenade while also having a 5 attachment stacked weapon on your kit. At that point, it just feels like it's a little too much, and the nade spam within Call of Duty over the last 5 years has become increasingly frustrating as the years have gone on. I think the only way to counteract this a little bit is to reintroduce the Pick 10 system and make players have to pick and choose what they actually bring on their creator class. Classic Prestige needs to stay. I don't care what Activision or any of the developers working on Call of Duty think on this decision. If you decide to go back to Seasonal Prestige, I'm checking out of the franchise faster than anyone has ever blinked before. I genuinely believe that Classic Prestige should never have left, and it should have always remained within the franchise. The modern camo progression system needs to stay because it actually is a pretty good evolution of the camo progression system we've had in years prior. Some of the challenges could be a little bit easier in order to get them done faster, but at the same time, I'll take what I can get. The system overall is really good where it is right now. A little bit of tweaking and we're at perfection. Matchmaking. The matchmaking within Black Ops 7, now depending on how the movement system works, it could either be lenient or it could be very strict. Now, if we're going to advanced movement and the matchmaking system is very strict with skill-based matchmaking, I genuinely believe we're going to see a lot of players leave very, very quickly because, well, not a lot of people want to sweat all the time anymore. We kind of just want to be able to kick our feet back and enjoy ourselves playing our favorite franchise. But if the movement system isn't all that crazy and the matchmaking system is lenient, I genuinely think we could actually have a comeback for Call of Duty on our hands. But that's up to the developers and Activision to make that decision. A more lenient skill-based matchmaking system would be better, so that way if it has to exist, it's still there, but it's more lenient than it has been in the years prior. Servers. The servers in Call of Duty need a drastic upgrade. I am sick and tired of seeing a AAA studio running on 60 hertz servers when they can definitely afford either 120 or 164 hertz servers. We need better servers in this type of game. You're playing a competitive first-person shooter. Now, COD, I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Are you a competitive FPS or are you an arcade FPS that just is a game that comes around once a year and entertains people for a couple months and then people forget about it, move on to bigger and greener pastures? Or are you a competitive FPS that actually wants to serve an esport? Because if that's the case, 60 hertz servers are a crime against humanity community in this instance. I genuinely believe that 60 hertz servers, while claiming to be a competitive esport, is bullshit. You need to up your server tick rate in order to be a competitive esport. In order to be a good esport, you need to have good developer support, and we haven't had that in the last 5 years. So I ain't holding my breath. Zombies. Zombies needs to also be good for Black Ops 7. It was decent for BO6, but it lacked a little bit of soul. I don't know what to say on BO6 Zombies other than it feels like something is missing. Like, it has all of the cogs and wheels for a well-oiled machine for a really good zombies mode, but like, it feels like there's something missing, like the personality, or I don't know, like the characters, or it's missing some aura to the mode. I don't know what it is. I can't really put my finger on it, but I'm hoping BO7 is able to recapture the magic that BO3 zombies used to have, or BO2. In conclusion, guys, this is my wish list for Black Ops 7, and I genuinely hope that we can get a good Call of Duty game coming later this year in 2025. I think Treyarch might have been cooking on this game a little bit longer than Black Ops 6, which is why Black Ops 6 has a heavy use of AI. I believe Black Ops 7 could be something special, knowing that Treyarch is kind of like pinned up against the wall and knows that like they kind of have to make a good game. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and consider subscribing to stay up to date with all the latest content, and share the channel with your friends. It helps the channel grow. Have a great day, everyone.
Oh.